is UFC Sports Segment for UFC Saturday. I'm going to do this every Saturday because UFC. Here is a plan for UFC Sports Segments. I'm going to go over the most recent fights, fight night, the most upcoming fight night, and then every month, so every 4 weeks, we're going to go over UFC rankings. There we go. Gosh, UFC fighter rankings. We're gonna go over that every month, once a month. So yeah. At least you guys want to do that every week, but I'm just gonna leave that one up to you guys. But that's the plan. We'll probably just do that every week, actually. Yeah, we'll probably just do that every week. That makes sense. We do that every week that there's a fight card. Well, maybe just do it every week. I don't know. We'll figure that out, though. Regardless, the most recent UFC fight night was Arnold Allen versus Costa. It was May 16, 2026, so last Saturday. We're going to go start with the prelims. First fight was Donna Bannon versus Nicole Calari. Submission 308 in the third round. Victory by arm triangle for Nicole. And here's how the fight went. Total significant strikes were heavily favored in favor of Shauna. Total significant strikes, but the control was dominant for Nicole. Look at the control time, 9:18 to 150. She also had 4 takedowns. She probably would have won this if it came down to decision, but she won a submission, so it doesn't matter. Arm triangle. Next fight, Luis Garul beat Daniel Barez. Barez. Unanimous decision. The scorecards are 27-30. Neither of them had knockdown, but significant strikes were leaning definitely heavily towards Lewis. Those are total strikes. Significant strikes were also leaning towards him, but total strikes as well. A lot of headshots for Lewis. But yeah, overall, he also had a decent amount more control. And he had a submission attempt, so I would agree with the judges there, and I would have gave him a unanimous as well. That's huge for him, He's 11-3 of the flyweight division. Women's strawweight division, Elise Ardrilian versus Poliana Viana. Elise won submission, 4:36 in the second round by calf slicer. I've never heard of that one before, but probably did good. They had the same amount of strikes. Elise had more significant strikes, had way more control, and was 1-for-1 in takedowns, and had a submission attempt. So she definitely would have won by decision if it would have came down to it. Possibly because it was only the second round, but 44 seconds into the second round, Cody Brundage knocks out Andre. Just knocked him out, TKO by punches. Got the knockdown. He had way more strikes, way more significant strikes, especially to the head. He was landing some. Andre did have slightly more control and had a takedown, but Cody knocked him out, and that's huge. He improves to 12-9-1. That one, that's sure. Ketlin versus Jacqueline. And Ketlin wins in unanimous decision. She improves to 16-5 in the women's bantamweight. Tommy Gant wins in a KO, 251 in the second round by punches in the lightweight division. He improves to 12-0. I could see him being ranked pretty soon out of that lightweight division if he continues to win like this. Ivan Erslan knocks out Tuco. He didn't knock him out, but he wins by unanimous decision in the light heavyweight division. He's 15-6. He's definitely coming up. Those are the prelims. Getting into the main card here. Cahoes Williams gets a knockout 331 in the first round by punches. In the welterweight, he's now 16-5. Bernardo knocks out Timmy, and he doesn't knock him out. Why I keep saying knockout? He submits him by a rear naked choke. Yeah, that's huge for him. He's 13-3 now, and he beats off a pretty good Timmy over here. Moj Satas knocks out Christian Edwards. Oh my God, I need to stop saying knockout. Not everybody's a knockout. Split decision. That was split. I mean, look at the scorecard. It really split, like, right down the middle. Here's the fight. He had one more total strike, but he also threw 10 more. He had the same amount of significant strikes, but he threw 9 more. But he had 8 more headshots, 7 less body shots, 1 less leg shot, but he threw 5 less. He had over 2 minutes less of control. So I would honestly say Christian Edwards probably should have won this fight, in my opinion, but I'm not the judges, though. Juan Diaz improves to 16-1-1 after he submits Malcolm Wellmaker with a rear naked choke in the second round. That's huge. Malcolm Wellmaker came in 10-1. Juan Diaz improves to 16-1-1 out of the bantamweight division. Dahu Choi knocks out Daniel Santos 4-29 in the second round by punches. Here's the thing, you got to obviously knock down, but they were just punches. This is definitely a ground stand-up fight. Not very much control, 0 takedowns. It's really just swinging at that one, and Dahoud Choi gets the victory there. And then the main event, Arnold Allen takes down McQuenzie Costa, unanimous decision. He gets a knockdown. He gets more strikes. He gets 2 less significant strikes. He gets way more headshots. Way less body shots, though. Way less leg shots. He gets like about 8 more minutes of control and 7 for 7 in takedowns. Unanimous decision, definitely the right decision for Arnold Allen. He improved to 21-4. Costa goes down to 26-8. Featherweight division main event. It was a pretty one overall. The up right here, Galaxy Arena in China, I believe. Here's the card. We're going to go down to the prelims. This is going to be a pretty good women's strawweight match to open up the prelims. I think this is a pretty good match. This is also a pretty good match. 21-4 versus 10-4, Roman Tavares. This is going to be a really good fight out of the featherweight division. This is a really good... This is going to be really important. The Jignan, I think if she can win this, 20-2 out of the women's strawweight, that's going to be something. This is also a really good fight. I think this is a really good card. I mean, the prelims are stacked with very good talent. Those are just the prelims. But if we get to the main card, Alex Perez, and then Jake Matthews versus a Muslim. And then we got Kaya Ascora. This is Cameron Smotherman. Taliesin Teixeira. This is Sergey Pavlovich. Like 20-3 versus 9-1. Like, these are just some great matches. Alonzo Manyfield versus Zhang Minyang. And then obviously the main event, Sung Yadong versus Nivisan. This is a really good fight as well. I mean, this is a really good card. I mean, obviously the main event isn't like a championship match, but it's a really deep card. All the matches are really good, but there's not one fantastic match. But it's going to be in China as well. It's definitely going to be a really good match card. We get the UFC ranking right here. I'm going to go over all the divisions. We're going to go over the champion and then like the main contenders, and then at the end we're going to go pound per pound top ranks. Flyweight. Then Joshua Van is a champion. Main contenders, Manuel Cape, Alexander Patoja, Justerio Terria, who is fighting, I believe, the next card, right? Or he fought one of the cards, I don't know. Brandon Royval, Amir Albazi, you know, some of the players here. Steve Urquag, Alex Perez, Tim Elliott, Bruno Silva, Charles Johnson. Main flyweight contenders. Bantamweight, Peter Yan is the champion. Umar Magadev, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong, Mario Batista. This is just David Martinez, Peyton Talbot. Bantamweight division is pretty stacked. Featherweight, Volk is the champion. Diego Lopes, Leon Murphy, Guillermo Rodriguez, Gene Silva, Arnold Allen, Steve Garcia, Brian Ortega. Just great contenders at the featherweight as well. Lightweight, Ilya Topia, Earntum champion Jesse Gaethje. They're gonna fight at the White House fight card. Also others are Charles Olivia, Max Holloway, St. Dennis, Patty Pimblett, Dan Hooker, Marcia Ruffy. You know, there's a lightweight division, one of my favorite divisions. Welterweight, Islam Makachev is the champion. Ian Machado Gary, Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, Morales, whatever you say that, Jake Della Maddalena, Sean Brady, Leon Edwards, Usman. Just great division as well. Sean Strickland's the champion of the middleweight division. Lightweight champion is Carlos Ilberg. Heavyweight champion is Tom Espinal. And the women's strawweight champion is Mackenzie Dern. Women's flyweight is Valentina Shevchenko. Women's bantamweight is Kayla Harrison. Men's pound-for-pound top rank. Number 1 is Islam. Second one is Ilya Topuria. Third is Volk. And then Alex Pereira, Peter Yan, Tom Espinal, Sean Strickland, Joshua Van, Chimasev, Oliveira, all those guys. Women's pound-per-pound. Number 1 is Valentina Shevchenko. And then Kayla Harrison, Song Welly, Natalia Silva, Manon Ferrat, Mackenzie Dern, who's a champion all the way down to number 6. That's pretty interesting. Alexa Gracio, Aaron Blanchfeld. Just go down the list here. But that's it. That's what we're looking like right now. I want to do my prediction for the next UFC fight night, so you guys know who I think's gonna win at this point. We're gonna do like an in-depth breakdown. What's gonna go? I think this gonna win this, all the way up the rank. Okay. From what I know, I think Jacqueline's gonna win this one. She's slightly taller. She has a bigger reach. I think Jacqueline's gonna get the win here. This one, I think Zoo's gonna get one. And then, Jignan, I think Ray's gonna get the win here. I think Cody Haddon's gonna go to win there. Ding Meng, I genuinely think he's gonna win that one. I think Isak Lee. And then that's going to be the prelims. Into the main card, I think Alex Perez wins here. Jake Matthews, actually, I think Muslim's going to win this one. Cameron Smotherman. Taliesin Texeria. Zhang Mingyang. And then I think the main event, I genuinely think, Song Yadong has not been doing that well lately, honestly. I'm going to say Davison is going to win this one by submission. I think he's going to submit him in the 3rd round. That's a prediction. I think the main event, I'm going to do a bit of more in-depth prediction in the main event. I think Davison's going to submit him in the 3rd round. That's what I think's going to happen there. But, yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for UFC Saturday. I hope you enjoyed this sports segment. I hope to see you guys in that sports segment and any next videos I post. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.